Vinicius Jr. is the best player in the world. Yes, it's a very big solid statement made by a lot of people including me. Well, after the match against Real Madrid and all the other teams and also Mbappe's match against Barcelona showed us some things. The fact is that currently Vinicius has improved to an extent that he is able to show that he has become one of the best in the world, and that can be seen when we compare Vinicius to all the other young super talents who are better than Vinicius Jr. Well, let's dive into this video, and in this video we are going to be starting with at first how Vinicius has changed. This new Vinicius has changed a lot and is becoming better, and why this should benefit both his own team and himself. I have discussed that in the latest video. You can check in my channel. Well, after that video, I have understood the fact, and after getting a lot of things in hand, I have been able to understand Vinicius is one of the best in the world. Cause let's compare him to at first Kylian Mbappe. Match against Barcelona, Kylian Mbappe has not been able to show us what he should have delivered. He got owned by a 17-year-old Kubarsi, and even in the league, he has been stopped by Lenny Yoro not once but multiple times. He could not do against even these two young defenders that are not the best in the world. He is not a clear great dribbler, and because of his selfish attitude, he is not even a really great helper to the team, and he has been stopped and his development is really stagnant. We have not really seen anything new from Mbappe. Otherwise, we are actually seeing that he's falling off from his prime and hyped days. The last match when he was actually playing really well and everybody was praising him, that was the World Cup 2023. And the fact is that if you guys say that Vinicius also got owned by Araujo, if you look at these clips, look, Vinicius Jr. went past Araujo in a really great way. And most of the times, people, when they say that Araujo won most of the duels, they forget to mention the fact that actually most of the duels that Araujo wins are by physical tackles. And the fact is that Vinicius is a winger. Don't expect him to be a crazy physical guy. Even, and let me be honest, he is improving on that thing too. He has gotten better and better, and he was able to get Kyle Walker to a certain extent. And Vinicius is even more versatile than Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe can play in other positions, but Vinicius can play in both ways. If you look at the heat map of both of these players, Mbappe does not go a lot wide at the heat map. On the other hand, Vini's heat map is really great both on attacking and central, both on wide and central area. On the other hand, Vinicius may be lower than Kylian Mbappe in terms of successful dribbles attempts percentage. He has done more successful dribbles as he tries more to dribble, and also he's facing much greater defenders, right? And the fact is that he also gets caught in physical balance, because let me be honest, people try to get him out physically, because I have seen only Kyle Walker and Araujo getting Vini pocketed, or otherwise I have not seen him getting pocketed by anybody, and Araujo did not even do that in a great way. The most of them were from Walker, and Vinicius Junior's dribble percentage is getting lower. But the fact is that this low is not so bad, because most of the attempt dribbles are really taken on by the managers, because like look, the statistics are not really fair very much, because if you look at it, you do not get easily in a 1v1. This is not a 1v1, it is like the way. Even if Vinicius tries to take on three defenders, when all of the three players are on him attacking him physically, they don't care, they take it in the attempted dribbles. That gives Vinicius a much better chance than Kylian Mbappe to be the better. On the other hand, if you compare him to Jude Bellingham, I think it would not be a very much fair game, because look, Jude Bellingham is great and he is one of the best players in the world, but to me, he does not surpass Vinicius currently. The fact is that he is not that much of a versatile player. Yeah, he is in the midfield, but out of the midfield, he cannot do a lot of things. Let's Be honest, Vinicius Jr. is the main man of Real Madrid, and whatever you say, you cannot disagree with the fact that Vinicius is the 60% attack of Real Madrid himself alone. Bellingham gives the other 25% and Rodrigo on the 25% or maybe 15%. But the fact is, he alone. If you stop Vinicius alone, more than half of the Real Madrid attack gets stopped. Because look, we depend on Vinicius hugely. And that's why Kylian Mbappe is coming next season to fade that thing off. And we do not depend on Vinicius Jr. so much. Like, for every second of attack we believe on him, because yeah, he is the only player who can get 1v1 against a strong defender. And if you next compare him to Haaland, it's really illogical. After the match of Manchester City against the Big Six, except the Man United, Haaland has been ghosting serious levels. He got pocketed by Saliba. He is not being able to do any such great things against Rudiger. And once he gets marked easily, he does not do any other shit in the team. Because to be honest, without Haaland, City is doing well and fine. The fact is, the biggest miss of them would be Kevin De Bruyne. Let me ask you, does Holland even carry 5% of City's attack? I don't think so. Like, on the other hand, Vinicius is the 60% of Real Madrid's attack. And also in the 1v1 matches of Real Madrid and Man City, Haaland could not do anything. Anything was not being able to be done by Haaland. In the second leg, he was a bit more explosive, bit more better. But at last, the fact is that he is not improving that well. The fact is that Bellingham is one of the best too. Haaland can come in the conversation too, but all of this gets out of the fact when you compare him, all of them, to Vinicius Jr. Let me ask you, are many other players are there? Cole Palmer, yeah, it's okay, but he's just a penalty merchant. And then who was it? Bukayo Saka. I don't think so. He don't have that dribbles. He don't create a lot. It's okay. He is a great player, but to be honest, he does not give that vibe the way he plays. Other best players there is very less. I am not even seeing a lot of them coming against Vinicius Jr. and winning this debate, because the fact is that, let me say you, Vinicius Jr. has improved and improved a lot. You might say Lamine Yamal is the best talent, it's okay, and I also agree with the fact. But the fact is that Vinicius Jr. is improving more than Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal has a lot more room to improve, but Vinicius is improving much more fast and rapidly. Like the way he has turned into a way that even Rodrigo can play in his place. Haaland can never do this. He can never play in different positions. Kylian Mbappe can play, but he's too selfish. Like, he is not a really great man manager. Like, let's look at it. If Kylian Mbappe comes and plays centrally, Vinicius can go wide. And if he plays wide, then Vinicius can come centrally. This is a great thing. And that is it for today's video. What do you think on the fact who is the best player on the entire world? And that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching.